It's February in the polytunnel and we've got things growing, which is fantastic. One thing I'd like to point out that I personally don't like to do, and it's this. It's get an old twig and sticking a packet on the top and leaving it so that you know what's growing in your plot. There are a number of reasons why I don't. First of all, these twigs are rotting away. They're not sort of hardy by any means, and so you're going to introduce things into your plot that you don't want. The second thing is that these are remarkably good at getting lost, and I know we're inside a polytunnel and it only needs someone to move it off, or perhaps if I were to pick this up and move it somewhere else, then you'd be lost with it. And the other thing is that you get slugs and snails up here in a little bit. It's just not the best. I actually prefer to get some of those white little markers and write down in indelible ink what is going on and plonk it in there, and you've got a proper record that's not relying on something flying away. But anyway, that's besides the point. Little moan over. We've got 2 rows here of different kinds of salad beets coming up. A mixture, Suttons call it speed seed, and they're leaf salads. And they grow up into all sorts of things. It's only a small row there. Somebody's just popped a quick one in for to see what comes up quickly, I think. Because by the time you thinned that out, there's not going to be many plants left behind. And a longer row here, again, these plants need to be thinned, probably at first to about 3 or 4 fingers apart. Keep your thinnings, the things that you pull out of the ground, keep them, take them home, give them a wash in a colander and eat them with a salad. They're perfectly fantastic. People in posh shops pay a fortune for such things. And then here, invisibly, we've got a row of spring onions, and you can just begin to see the wisps of the spring onions popping up. There's 1 or 2. When they first come out of the ground, when they first germinate, they look a little bit like grass leaves, but they're not, and they by the time July comes along, we'll have a nice little line of spring onions. It's fantastic to see things growing, even if you have to protect them with a polytunnel in the deepest and darkest of February, but it still makes you feel really, really warm inside.